Here we have a whole house that's actually under $600,000, which almost never happens in DC, or at least not in Northwest DC. This is in Adams Morgan, very near Dupont Circle. It's kind of funny, across the street is this former office building that's been turned into condos. And we actually have a very asymmetrical triangular unit that I think is actually the one we're looking at on the second floor in those windows in this video series. And I think it, for 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, was something like $750,000, and this is more like $550,000. Somebody's moving in across the street. Anyway, this is one of the 2 bedrooms. They're not huge, but that is a double bed. And there's this very bright kitchen. Sorry, very bright bathroom. It must be lunchtime. These are little old houses that someone, of course, converted. Here's the other bedroom. It's only a 2-bedroom house. It's 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. I don't think there's even a half bath. And then there's this little extra room, which you could stick an office in at the end. What they did was put in a rather large washer-dryer for such a small house into this closet, and then they added some kind of flimsy wire shelving here to make it into more of a closet. That's the backyard, which we'll go down and see. That's Crescent Place, a very expensive co-op, but as you can see, one that doesn't have air conditioning. It does have garage parking. That's its garage. So what you have behind you is mainly a garage, although there's also this big kind of Upper East Side snooty, you can't tell it from the back side, but that's what it's like on the front. Co-op. Perfectly nice co-op. I'd live there. But it's been kind of hoity-toity long before the rest of the neighborhood was. And as you can see from the bedroom, you also get a little view of this backyard. And the house has been updated. It already has central air. And as you can see, it has brand new carpet. Someone put in carpet, and it's still covered with the plastic. They actually have a little note, which I ignored, asking me to take my shoes off. But I'm only walking on the plastic, so I felt I could ignore that. Here's the totality of the living room, which consists of just enough room for a couch, a side table, and maybe if you're lucky, one other chair and a coffee table. Oh, there's a little side table here. It has a glass door, so it has a locked gate, because this is not, although it's much better than it used to be, the safest neighborhood. It only began to gentrify like this during the real estate boom, around 99 or so. Here's the dining room. So it does have a completely separate dining room and living room, which, you know, I think we just did a $450,000 condo, and it didn't really have that. So this is more like a $560,000 house. So what you're getting is the kitchen, though a galley kitchen with this extremely narrow refrigerator, is still somewhat separate from the dining room, which is very separate from the living room. And you get a backyard, which we also didn't have in our little condo we looked at earlier. You can see from the stucco and brick on the back of these houses, even though they're gutted and all very gentrified inside, you can see sort of the age of the row of little houses. And you might compare this to the front. See, they put in a little water feature in their little interstitial space. Not a lot else that you can do that. You can store bicycles or something. Of course, whatever you store, you almost have to bring it through the house. Although there is a gate there, and that fence is an alley, so you could also come around back. Look, it's a silestone counter. It's got kind of a deep sink. There's not a lot to object to. But it's small enough, there's no way I can make this a 10-minute tape, as I frequently do with things when I'm getting close to 10 minutes. The neighbors have a porch. This house doesn't. There's the brand newish co-op condo. We're going to actually look at another condo like that just down the street now. And here's the facade of this house, and here's the row. The structure at the very end of the block is not a house, it's actually a little mini market. It's the neighborhood market. It's painted a light blue. I think it would look better if it had the same little porch and balcony that the neighbors have, but I don't know how easy that is to add on at this point.